Yesterday's time leads to today. Today's history leads to tomorrow. As 600 years have passed, Seoul lives on as a city of history. The Seoul Museum of History, a storehouse of memory, capturing the times and spaces of a city. The Seoul Museum of History is a museum of urban history, sharing not only Seoul's 600 years of history, but also its roots, its past transformations, and the lives of its people today. In Zone 1, Seoul and the Joseon Dynasty. Visitors can glimpse the buildings of Joseon Dynasty and its capital at Hanyang. The major infrastructure in Hanyang, its palaces, and images of daily life, from the most prospering stores to the lives of ordinary people, as well as the old Hangang River landscape. Zone 2. The capital of the Daehan Empire, offers a look at the late 19th century Joseon and its first interchange with the West with the opening of its port, as well as at the soul of the Daehan Empire period, including its Cheongdong neighborhood, a pivotal setting in its history. In Zone 3, Seoul under Japanese control, visitors bear witness to the grim lives of people in Gyeongsang, a colonial city that had lost its former urban identity under the Japanese occupation. Zone 4, Period of Rapid Growth Seoul, shares the transformation undergone by Seoul as it recovered from the devastation of the Korean War to achieve rapid growth, along with the stories of people who lived in this time of fast-paced industrialization and urbanization. The Seoul Museum of History is a place for sharing the cultures of different eras and moments in history, featuring a variety of historic items to help visitors learn about and understand the city of Seoul. The City Model Image Hall shares a look at the Seoul of today and its transformations. Capturing Seoul's identity as a city from multiple perspectives, the exhibitions enrich the stories of Seoul with an enjoyable viewing experience. The Seoul Museum of History is involved in a broad range of research toward uncovering the historical significance and academic value of various Seoul locations. It continues working to capture Seoul's rapid growth process and changes in its lifestyle and culture. The museum also serves as a hub for Seoul-related knowledge and information, a place where history comes alive. Discovering forgotten sites from Seoul's past, such as the Seoul City Wall, and bringing together information about Seoul to furnish a three-dimensional foundation for Seoul-related research. As a storehouse of memory, sharing today with the next generation, the Seoul Museum of History is assembling a mixture of cultural relics, recalling and testifying to Seoul's history. Through scientific restoration of its collection, it is carrying on the life of this heritage and working to share Seoul's story with posterity. As a museum, the Seoul Museum of History is being created side by side with the public. A variety of education programs have been developed to answer the public's questions and aid in their understanding with a museum they can experience and enjoy. Already a place where anyone can enjoy high-quality culture and arts performances and fascinating experiences, the Seoul Museum of History is taking on a new identity as an area where Seoulites can rest in the heart of the city and as a cultural space open to everybody. Preserving the times and places of Seoul, adding to their value in the heritage of the cultural capital. Gyeonggi-gung Palace offers a look back at the glories and humiliations of the late Joseon era. While Gyeonggyeojang House served as both the stage for the Republic of Korea's post-liberation provisional government and a lodging place for Kim Koo, the head of that government. The historic house museum Baekhyun-jae House, an antique residence with a 100-year history, allows visitors to experience the beauty of Korea's traditional Hanok architectural style. The Cheonggyecheon Museum focuses on the history and urban environment of Seoul's Cheonggyecheon Stream. Seoul City Wall Museum shares the historical stature of the Seoul City Wall and its valuable cultural heritage. Through this museum, the Dongdaemun History Museum and the Dongdaemun Stadium Memorial, the Seoul Museum of History serves as a focal point in preserving and sharing Seoul's history and culture. The Seoul Museum of History is also making continuous efforts to broaden its collaborative network with other city museums in Korea and overseas, sharing the different faces of Seoul as a global city with the rest of the world, as a world-class city museum for people, history, and culture. The Seoul Museum of History, connecting Seoul's past and future.